Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Somerset High School, home of the Somerset Bulldogs. Medina Valley getting set to take on the Southwest Dragons. I'm Jared Lucky along here with Dwayne Garza. And Dwayne, tonight, Medina Valley and Southwest vying for fourth place in the district and basically a playoff spot. You win, you're in the playoffs. If you lose, you're out.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You can consider this a playoff game, even though it's considered a play-in game. But, yeah, the Panthers got to come up big tonight. The Panthers are on a two-game losing streak. Southwest is on a two-game winning streak. So a lot at stake here to move on. Let's see what happens.
Well, and the big thing for Medina Valley is they were no hit against Floresville. They were shut out against Eagle Pass. So the Medina Valley's bats got to come alive, Dwayne. They've been in a slump the back half of this district season, and it's been tough on them.
Yeah, so you do just the other night taking on, the last Floresville for the last district spot, trying to get into the playoffs. And you've got the game you have to win, the game that you ultimately have to win. You get no hit.
Yeah.
I mean, they throw a no-hitter against you. They're in a tough situation. They've got to get the bats alive. They got to get focused, and they got to have a good game tonight.
Well, I think it starts with the top of your order. If Bobby Peterson can get on base and kind of create havoc with his speed on the base path, that's going to help that offense get going, and they need those top two or three guys to get the bats going and get on base to kind of set the table for the rest of the lineup.
Yeah, and these two teams that played twice already this year. The first meeting in the first round of district, the Medina Valley lost to Southwest 9-5. In the second round, they beat Southwest 8-4, so it's been kind of even.
And I'm going to go ahead and give the starting lineups real quick. We'll start with the visiting Medina Valley Panthers, and Coach Herb filled it out like this. They'll start it off with the center fielder, Bobby Peterson. The shortstop, Javi Gonzalez, will bat second. The three hitters, the catcher, Whit Joyce. Pitcher, Aaron Tondry, bats cleanup. Tanner Garst will bat fifth and play second base. The six hitters, the first baseman, Jake Herb. Manny Ramirez will play right field and bat seventh. The eight hitters, the left fielder, Gavin Kanak. And Dalton Gutierrez will play third, batting ninth. So again for the Panthers, Peterson center, Gonzalez shortstop, Joyce catching. Middle three, Tondry pitching, Garst second base, Herb first. And the bottom three has Ramirez in right, Kanak in left, and Gutierrez at third base. I'll give you the Southwest lineups when we come back in a little bit because we're about ready for the national anthem and to get this ball game going. We're playing here in Somerset because of the turf field. I don't think either of these coaches wanted something like a bad hop or something like that, keeping them out of the playoffs. I have a feeling that's why we're here, that and if it would have rained. This field does well with the wet. Well, we're going to take a break for the national anthem, and then we'll be back with all the play-by-play. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Bolt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Kestrelville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back here to Somerset as J.P. Zuniga Rodriguez warms it up for Southwest to his battery mate Elijah McCooley. Right side of the infield, Nate Gamez and Brandon Castilleja. On the left side, it is Trey Cano and Romeo Castillo. Into their outfield, J.J. Gonzalez in center, flanked in right by Nathan Fallon, and in left by Jathan Razzo. For the Panthers, it'll be Peterson, Peterson, Gonzalez, then Joyce. Javi Gonzalez moving up in the batting order to number 2 tonight. Coach Herb mixing things up a little bit. Zuniga Rodriguez, we've seen him pitch a lot over the last 3 or 4 years for Southwest. He's pitched some big games against the Panthers. I believe did he pitch that game? It was for the district championship that time on that Saturday.
I believe that was him.
I think that was him. And he'll be pitching here tonight for a chance to get his team into the playoffs. For the Panthers, Aaron Tondry pitching for Medina Valley. And Dwayne, I don't think he's gone to the Hill since before
that
district.
That was going to be my very first comment. I was going to say, once you got done there, that we have not seen him since pre-district. You know, I haven't seen him since tournament play being on the mound. So Coach Herb definitely mixing it up here tonight to see what happens. I know there's a lot of strategy at play for in case they win what the next series would be.
And Bobby Peterson's going to dig in here to lead things off. Right-handed hitter against the right-handed pitcher, Zuniga Rodriguez. And the first pitch of the ball game on the way is upstairs high, a ball, and it's 1-0 to start the game.
And that's one thing he didn't change was Peterson leading off. Peterson's done a great job leading off the Panthers all season long, finds a way to get on base.
Dragons wear their home white uniforms. They are the home team tonight. The 1-0 on the way is high, a ball, and it's 2-0. Medina Valley in their road black tonight. And 3:15 down the lines here in Somerset. Nothing in straightaway center field. That pitch is over the outside corner for a called strike. A pretty wide strike zone there, and it's 2-1 to Peterson. Wind blowing in from right field here tonight. And the 2-1 pitch to Peterson on the way is swung on and fouled back to the screen, and the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I know you talked a little bit about the field earlier, Jared, but there's no better place other than home to play is in this Southwest Somerset field. It's a beautiful field. It's not that old. Everyone, you know, you're going to have a playoff game. You want to play here.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, I know this is a very sought-after field when it comes to playoff time. That's way high with a curveball. You could see that straight out of his hand, and it's 3-2. Ready for the payoff. Peterson leading things off here in the top of the first in a win-or-go-home game for the Panthers. And that pitch is outside a ball, and Peterson draws a leadoff walk.
And as always, finding a way to get on base, that's your mark of a good leadoff batter. If Coach Herb wants to get things moving along, Jared, I would see a steal coming up real quick. Peterson's got a lot of speed. They need to be the aggressor tonight. They really do.
Yeah, I would imagine something steal, a hit and run, something to that nature.
And with Gonzalez batting second, I could see him scoring around to bunt the ball here. Oh, Coach.
Time asked for and taken.
Yeah.
And Gonzalez will step back in. So Zuniga Rodriguez will work from the stretch. Right-hand batter digs in. Peterson away from first. He's going on the first pitch, and he bunts it in the air. It gets down. Catcher grabs, and Peterson thought about going to third. Throw behind him's not in time. The sacrifice is good. It goes 2-4 for the putout.
They had a sacrifice steal on.
Yeah, oh, my goodness, and Peterson almost took off there. You can't run yourself out of an inning here.
No, that's being too aggressive. He already was taking the lead before the pitcher got on the mound for the next pitch. So the pitcher stepped off and ran at him. Peterson had to retreat back to second base.
So 1 away now, and a runner at second with 1 out, and that'll bring up Whit Joyce. Whit, a right-hand batter. One of those bats in the lineup that you need to have going, and there's a strike on the outside corner. That's the pitch he called a ball for to Peterson earlier.
Yeah, it was. And Joyce looking back at the umpire, not happy with that call.
Well, if he's going to give that, he better give it to both sides, because that pitch is on the left-hand batter's box chalk. 0-1. Down in the dirt, and it gets away, and it's going to go to the backstop, and Peterson's going to go to third. So a pass ball.
Panthers looking good early in this first inning. Runner on third with only one out.
As McCooley let that one get between the wickets. And now a runner at third with one away, and Rodriguez will work from the windup with the runner at third. Infield giving up the, well, they're in a little. They're not all the way in, and that hit him in the back of the coconut.
That's right. Hit him right in the back of the head there.
Well, and the couple of times he's thrown that curveball, it's backed up on him like that. We've seen it.
Our first hit by pitch, Jared. Sponsored by Hazel Russell, State Farm Agent in Castroville, Highway 90 West in Castroville. She's been sponsoring all our hit by pitches for softball and baseball this year. So thanks to her for sponsoring the hit by pitches. And
I think Gavin Rips is your courtesy runner at first base for Whit Joyce.
Yeah, number one, Gavin Rips coming off the bench, a courtesy run for the catcher.
So you're going to have runners on the corners with one away. Aaron Tondry's going to step up to the plate here.
And Zuniga Rodriguez, kind of worried. I would think he has not thrown a lot of good pitches yet so far.
No,
early in the ball game.
Tondry's standing right on top of the plate.
Runners at first and third. See if they don't have something going here.
Bats right-handed here, and there's a swing and a bouncer up the middle. Shortstop dives, gets it, flips to second for one. That's all they're going to get. A run will score. So an RBI on the fielder's choice for Tondry, and it's 1-0 Medina Valley.
Yeah, just a little simple ground ball to the shortstop. You'd like to have seen the steal play there on first and third. He would have had a head start. Maybe have gotten safe at second.
Well, what a play by the shortstop that time for Southwest. Trey Cano making a diving stop and then managing to flip it to the second baseman covering the bag just to get the out. So there's two away now and a runner at first. It'll bring up Tanner Garst. Medina Valley leading at 1-0 here early in the ball game. We're in the top of the first.
Looks like we got a courtesy runner for the pitcher. I'm not sure who that was. I think it's Garrett Neighbors running for Aaron Tondry. It may be J.J. Gonzalez. You're right. I think that's who it is, J.J. Gonzalez.
First pitch to Garst is swung on, bounced to short. Shortstop with it, flips to the bag. It's second for the out, 6-4 for the putout, and the side's been retired. A couple of fielders' choices to end the inning. But Medina Valley does get one run on no hits, a walk, and a hit batsman mixed in there, and they leave a runner on base. And so we'll go to the bottom of the first. Medina Valley leading Southwest 1-0. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back here to Somerset as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Aaron Tondry warming it up to his battery mate, Whit Joyce. Right side of the infield, Jake Herb and Tanner Garst. On the left side, Javi Gonzalez and Dalton Gutierrez. Into the Panther outfield, Bobby Peterson in center, flanked in right by Manny Ramirez, and in left by Gavin Kanak. For Southwest, it'll be Zuniga Rodriguez, Nate Gamez, and Nathan Filon due up to start the bottom of the first. Medina Valley got a run across in the top half. Aaron Tondry going to the hill. We'll see what he's going to bring here, not having pitched in a while, but managed to help his own cause, drove in a run in that first inning. And his main thing is here now is you'd like to see Medina Valley have a shutdown inning here, not allow them to get anything so you can get your offense back in the dugout and make something happen.
Yeah, and you put, Jared, you put Aaron Tondry on the mound, and what happens is it opens up the shortstop position. So Javi Gonzalez moves over from second base to shortstop, and that's not a position he's played much at all. So we'll see what happens there. You know, and all this moving around, it all started way back early in the season when Thomas Pardo left the field with an injury, and we've really been hurting for that position that he had at shortstop. So Tondry had to move from third. when Pardo left, and then things just started getting all moved around from the original starting lineup. So it's affected us a little bit with Mr. Pardo leaving the lineup.
Yeah, but the good thing is that Gonzalez has played second base.
He has.
So,
yeah,
I mean,
you're not much different.
I know you're moving to the other side of the infield, and the main thing there is your throw, having to throw a little farther and have a stronger arm. But at least he's used to the footwork and having to move to the bag there and be around it. And so Zuniga Rodriguez is going to step in here to start things off for the Dragons. Aaron Tondry ready to go here. Right-hander will dig in to face him. Works from the first base side of the rubber. And Tondry into the windup, his first pitch on the way, and he overthrows it, bounced it up there, and it's 1-0 to start things off. Ready for the 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Swings and bounces one to third. Gutierrez plays it on 2 hops, throws to first for the out, and there's 2 pitches and 1 out
Good
here
play.
in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, good play by Gutierrez. Made it look easy. Good strong throw all the way across the diamond.
That'll bring up Nate Gamez. Gamez, the first baseman. Left-hand batter will dig in here. Nobody on, 1 out. Left-hander digs in, open stance. If he hits one in the air to right here, his wind's going to hurt him a lot, and he pops one up foul out of play to the left side, and it's 0-1.
So far, Tundry looking good on the mound.
Ready for the 0-1. Here it comes. Tried to backdoor him with a breaking ball. It stays down. And it's a ball and a strike. Just a little subtle movement there. Not a lot of off speed with that pitch. There's a fastball that bounces up there, and it's 2 balls and a strike now.
Yeah, on that pitch, he looked like he overthrew it a little bit. Kind of fell off the mound on the release. Took the ball inside.
So 2 balls and a strike here. Pitch on the way. Swings and lines one into left center field. Left fielder over. He's going to play it on a bounce. He's got to come up and make that play. It's a playable ball. That's going to bounce in front of him for a 1-out single.
Yeah, it looked like he had an opportunity to catch that ball. The line drives are tough, especially when they're slicing. It's hard to read them on their depth. He let it hop, take 1 hop in front of him, gave him the base hit. I guess that's better than getting the extra bases.
That'll bring up Nathan Fillon. Yeah, he didn't even have to dive at that. Like, if he just takes a couple more steps in, he makes the catch. Instead, he pulled up. I don't know, maybe he lost the ball. But Fillon will stand in. Runner at first base. Here's the pitch. Squared to bunt. Takes down low, and it's 1-0. So Tondry from the stretch for the first time here. He's got a 1-ball, no-strike count on Fillon. Pitch on the way, squares to bunt, bunts it up the third base line. Gutierrez grabs it. Got to throw in a hurry. He's safe. That's an infield single.
Took way too long to get to that ball.
Well, and he stopped and waited instead of continuing to charge and grab. You don't want to throw the ball down the first base line, but you got to charge that and grab it while you're moving in. He stopped in it. That took the time for him to be safe at first.
Yeah, he tried to field the ball versus picking it up and throwing it.
So back-to-back singles with 1 out, and it brings up J.J. Gonzalez, another left-hand bat.
I wouldn't be surprised if they score around here again.
Left-hander stands closed. Tondry's pitch on the way. Inside corner called strike, 0-1. First and second with 1 out. Left-hand batter ready. Tondry comes set. 0-1 on the way is swung on and laced foul up the third base line, and quickly he's in a hole, 0-2.
Almost took out the third base coach with that foul ball. That was a line shot right at the coach.
Well, one of the things I like seeing from Tondre early in this game is he's keeping the ball down around the knees. If you can do that, that's a recipe for a double play here to get yourself out of this inning. Ready for the 0-2. Here it comes. Swings and just pokes it foul. That was a little excuse me swing just to stay alive, and it stayed 0-2. When he's got some velocity, he's throwing harder than probably what they're used to seeing.
No doubt about that. He is throwing the ball hard.
And with an 0-2 count, he's probably thinking a breaking ball, and that was just a good adjustment to stay alive. Ready for another 0-2. Here it comes. Curveball outside, 1-2.
Not a bad pitch. Doesn't hurt to throw one away when you're up in the count 0-2. He was poking and chasing at the rest of them, so I'd do the same thing. I'd leave it outside here.
Ready for the 1-2. Pitch on the way. Inside corner, called strike
Good
3.
pitch.
Punched him out,
Great pitch.
and there's 2 away. That was a case. He was looking away for the breaking ball, and he came inside with it, froze him, and now 2 away. It'll bring up Romeo Castillo.
Now you have an out at any base on the infield with a force out, so you're setting yourself up good with a ground ball here.
Left-hand batter waits. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, called strike, 0-1. Runners at first and second. There are 2 away in the inning. A single to left and then a bunt single put them on. That pitch misses in the dirt. No ask for the appeal there as the batter thought about it, laid off in time, and it's 1-1 to Castillo. Tondre shaking off Joyce a couple of times. Now he's ready, comes set at the letters. Kicks and delivers. Inside corner, called strike with a fastball again. And it's 1-2, and you can live right there all night if you're Aaron Tondre.
Well, especially if you're getting the call, because that was just a hair inside.
He shakes off Joyce 3 times, and now Castillo asks for time. Home plate umpire grants it, and Joyce going to go out and talk. Wants to get together on his pitches here with Tondre. If I'm Aaron, I'd throw the same pitch right back to him, right on the inside corner. Yeah, or bury a slider down in the dirt right at his knees, or at his feet.
It's a good call by Joyce there to take the timeout, go talk to your pitcher, make sure you have the pitches right, especially when you're up on the count, because you're probably not going to give him something across the middle, and you need to be prepared for something off the plate as a catcher.
Ready for the 1-2. Here it comes. Curveball stayed high, and it's 2-2. Just missed. Pretty good pitch that time by Tondre. Just didn't get the call.
Yeah, I don't know how you don't swing at that with 2 strikes.
Got fooled.
Yep.
2-2. Swings and bounces one high off the turf. Nobody's going to play it. He's going to be safe, and that's what the turf does for you. If this isn't a turf field, that's just a little bouncer in front of the plate.
That didn't reach the grass.
Well, no, and I don't think Witt knew where it went because the ball bounced straight up in the air.
It went straight up about 20 feet up in the air, and it seemed that it was going to carry towards the pitcher. But it didn't. It had so much backspin on it when it hit the ground. It actually died like a golf ball would do on a green.
So now the bases are loaded with 2 away. Tondre from the windup here with the bases loaded, and Jathan Razzo stands in, another left-hand bat in the order. And Tondre into the windup, first pitch. Razzo squares to bunt, takes a strike. It's 0-1. Why would you square to bunt with the bases loaded and 2 outs?
I think it was a fake bunt call to see what they would do. He's checking the defense.
Well, that's ridiculous. That's not baseball. Ready for the 0-1. Here it comes. In there for a strike, outside corner with a fastball, and it's 0-2.
That's exactly what that did, Jared. It put him in a hole there. Now he wasted a strike. Not a good move.
Ready for the 0-2. Waves the bat around high. 0-2 on the way. Curveball, called strike 3. Punched him out over the outside corner. Backdoored him with a breaking ball. And Razzo down looking on 3 pitches. They load the bases on 3 hits. And Tondre strikes out 2 to end the inning. And they get the bases loaded, but they get no runs, and they leave them loaded. We'll go to the second inning, 1-0 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. You can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Welcome back here to Somerset as we go to the top of the second inning. For the Panthers, it's going to be Jake Herb, Manny Ramirez, and Gavin Kanak due up here. Herb stands in. Leading off here in the second inning, the first pitch from Zuniga Rodriguez is down and out with a breaking ball. And it's 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Outside corner, called strike, 1-1, you know. He's giving him that call. As long as he keeps giving it both ways, I'm not going to complain because Tondre's got the benefit of a couple. And the 1-1 on the way. Down and out with a sweeping breaking ball again, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, and the pitcher's been struggling here, Jared, in the early part of the game.
Well, and it's funny because he's faced 5 hitters, but he only threw 12 pitches in that inning. There's a strike over the outside corner.
I think the Panthers are kind of fortunate that he's not their ace either, because they burned their ace the last 2 out of 3 starts. They had their ace pitching to get them to where they're at now.
Ready for the 2-2. There's a swing and a bouncer foul up the third base line. Yeah, but it's a new week. He should be able to pitch.
I think I don't know. From what I understand, they burned him on a lot of pitches on Friday.
I don't know what the rule is about how many days you have to go. I don't know if it's a new week or days or how that works. 2-2 on the way. Swings and hits one high in the air to left. Left fielder moving back, still back, and he's going to get over him, and one hops the wall. Herb's going to get into second base with a leadoff double here in the second inning. First hit for the Panthers in the ballgame.
That was a shot out to left field, and that carried a whole lot further than what the left fielder thought. When the ball was initially hit, the left fielder just sat there and watched it for a while. Once he decided it was further than I guess the wind took it, I guess. That had a lot to do with it. The wind's taking it towards the left field. He watched it go over his head.
So we're going to get a runner for the first baseman?
I don't know how that works to get him back in.
He's going to go into pitch? No. Why? There's no other way to do that except for a courtesy runner. Or you just, well, I mean, we're going to see how that plays out because something's not right there. That's going to bring up Manny Ramirez. Unless that was someone going out to get something from him. There's a nice, what a curveball. 12-6 drops in there for a strike. Because what I'm wondering is that still Herb at second base and someone just went out to get his batting gloves or something.
No, it's not him. They actually had a pinch runner go out there.
There's a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-2. Yeah, because I saw the umpire messing with his lineup card after the fact.
Who is number 13? We'll find out.
So Ramirez waiting.
15.
Ready for the 0-2. Here it comes. Pitch on the way. Outside, 1-2.
That's J.D. Blair off the bench to go courtesy run or pinch run.
Did he come up from the JV?
He's been on at the tail end of the roster for a few games now. He's got a good lead over at second base either way.
Ready for the 1-2. Here it comes. Down and out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Ramirez got in a hole. He's fought back to level it. He's got a runner at second with nobody out. After Southwest just stranded the bases loaded, you really like to see Medina Valley play add-on here. That's called strike 3 over the outside corner. And as a batter, you got to know he's been given that pitch all game long. You're not going to be able to take that pitch on the outside corner because he's going to call you out.
That was a terrible call. It really was. That was not a good pitch.
Well, that's the same call that Tondre's
right.
gotten.
No, you're
so,
right.
I mean, as long as he's consistent, I'm okay with that. The biggest thing is it doesn't get wider. That's a ball, 1-0. As Gavin Kanak stands in. Kanak with a runner at second with 1 out.
I was going to say we should have bunted Ramirez instead of letting him swing away. You're at the bottom of the order. You're runner in second, nobody out. Move him over to third base.
1-0. Outside corner, called strike, 1-1. Yeah, and you already had a pass ball in this ball game. If you get a runner to third, any way to get him home.
A ground ball gets him home.
Yep. Now you're hoping that the bottom of your order can come through here. Pitch on the way. Outside corner, called strike. And it's 1-2. And Kanak had a hot bat earlier in the season, and then he got moved up in the batting order. Had a couple of good games there, and then all of a sudden that McCullum game is where this whole thing swapped for Medina Valley.
Yeah.
15 strikeouts in that game, and since then the bats have just been dormant for them. Ready for the 1-2.
He stepped out before the pitch. I don't know
Well, the
what
thing
happened.
is, did the home plate umpire give him time? Because he doesn't have to. I mean, you ask for time. You don't have to get it.
No.
It's still 1-2. He gave him time. He was already into his windup. Pitch on the way. Called strike 3 on the breaking ball, and Kanak knew it. Got frozen. So a leadoff double by Herb, and then back-to-back strikeouts, both looking.
Both looking.
And it'll bring up Dalton Gutierrez.
Cannot leave that runner stranded at second. He should be at least standing on third.
So Gutierrez trying to get a pick-me-up here for his teammate. Pitch on the way. Strike called. Fastball through there. And it's 0-1. Well, now what you've let happen is Zuniga is starting to settle into the ball game now.
Yeah, you're giving him some confidence.
Well, and he found the feel for his breaking ball that he didn't have in the first inning. There's a swing and a foul back to the screen, and it's quickly 0-2 on Gutierrez.
Well, he knows he has to swing at that outside pitch because it'll get called for a strike, so it kind of hurts you because you can't hit that ball. And just barely got it off the end.
Well, they're going to have to keep their hands back and keep the bat in the strike zone. They're going to have to learn how to go the other way with him.
Well, they're going to have to learn to jump on the first strike they see.
Because if he's going to live on the outside corner and the umpire's going to call it, you're going to have to go with what's given to you. And if they're going to pitch you away, you got to go the opposite way. Here comes the 0-2. Checks the runner at second, kicks and brings it. Called strike 3 as Zuniga Rodriguez strikes out the side looking after the leadoff double by Herb. The Panthers get no runs on a hit, and they leave a man at second base. And we will go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Medina Valley leading. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in just a moment.
When you put money in our bank, you started a chain reaction. We made an auto loan. A local car dealer sold a car salesman got a commission, his wife bought groceries, the checker at the supermarket got a paycheck. You made that happen. Thanks. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at CastrovilleStateBank.com.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Welcome back here to Somerset as we go to the bottom of the second inning. And Aaron Tondry ready to bring it here to the 7, 8, 9 hitters. It'll be Elijah McCooley, Trey Cano, and Brandon Hall. 7, 8, and 9 here for Tondry. Southwest loaded the bases in the first inning. Didn't get anything out of it. Here's the pitch. That's inside a ball, 1-0. Kind of backed him off the plate. I like that. McCooley standing right on top of the plate, and Tondry came right in after him.
Well, the other thing is you really shouldn't back out. Let it hit you. You get on. Yeah. I mean, this is a big game.
He'll dig right back in. I mean, his feet are on the white. Pitch on the way, swung on, popped up high in the air, foul down the left field line, out of play, and it's a ball and a strike. And, you know, they loaded the bases in the first inning. They got 3 hits. One was a bunt single. The other was an infield tapper in front of the plate that bounced about 30 feet in the air.
Never made it to the green part of the turf. Stayed in the brown part of the turf.
No, only one ball was actually hit well, and that was the one single to left field by Gamez. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 1-2. Good pitch by Tondry that time, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes here on the catcher, McCooley. Pitch on the way, outside. Tried to throw the fastball through there, and he sped up a little too much, and it's 2-2.
He was trying to find that sweet spot on the outside that he's been getting the calls on. Just a little bit too far out, though.
Ready for another 2-2. Tondry ready. Catcher asks for time, and home plate umpire will give it to him. McCauley will dig back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the right-hand hitter. Here it comes. Swings and bounces 1 to third. Gutierrez with it. Throws to first for the out, and there's 1 away. It's kind of a bad hop that time by Gutierrez. Had to play it right down on the ground but he made a good play.
He made it look easy. He took it, no problem, threw across the diamond again and got the out. Like I said, he made it look easy.
That'll bring up Trey Cano. Nobody on with 1 out. Cano will take the first pitch. High a ball, 1-0. Through there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now after that fastball in the inner half. Down low with the fastball that time. 2-1. Aaron Tondry ready. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, popped up, right center field. Right fielder moving over to his right, reaches up to make the catch, and there's 2 away.
It made it look easy, too. Ramirez out there in right field. The sun actually in his face. Didn't have a problem catching that ball, but once he caught it, boy, he looked down and kind of squinted quite a bit because the sun was right in his eyes.
Brings up the designated hitter, Brandon Hall. Hall will bat with nobody on and 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Right-hand hitter. First pitch from Tondre. Inside a ball, 1-0. One-0 pitch is on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. One swung on and lined into left for a base hit. Good piece of hitting that time by Hall as he got a fastball in the inner half. He just turned on it, lined it to left, and they've got a 2-out single. That'll bring up Zuniga Rodriguez. Grounded out to third, his only time in. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. So Hall aboard with 2 away, takes his lead. Not a very big one. Tondre from the stretch, kicks and delivers, and there's a shot on the ground to short. Gonzalez up with it, throws to second for the out and the side. Retired on the fielder's choice. It goes 6-4 for the putout, and they get no runs on a hit, and they leave 1 on base. And so we will go to the third inning. Medina Valley leading it 1-0. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
When you put money in our bank, you started a chain reaction. We made an auto loan. A local car dealer sold a car. A car salesman got a commission. His wife bought groceries. The checker at the supermarket got a paycheck. You made that happen. Thanks. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at castrovillestatebank.com.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Back here in Somerset as we go to the third inning. Zuniga Rodriguez to face Bobby Peterson, Javi Gonzalez, and Whit Joyce. Top of the order due up here for the Panthers, and Peterson will stand in. He walked his only time in, and he scored a run. Rodriguez's pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. He tried that breaking ball out there. Struck out the side, all looking. 7, 8, 9 sat down in order for Medina Valley in that last inning after a leadoff double by Herb.
Key word is they're all looking.
1-0 on the way to Peterson. Swings and laces one to left, but he hit it too well. And it's over the left fielder's head and rolling to the wall, and it's under the wall, so it's going to be a ground rule double.
He went over the wall,
bounced over. So that looked like, it looked like he hit it right at him. The left fielder had a beat on it, and the next thing, that backspin just carried it over his head. He jumped up, and it was past him.
That's another one of those line shots that they're hard to read when they're coming at you. You don't know where they're at, and it's as an outfielder, it's tough. That ball was smoked out there.
So that's a double for Peterson. Second hit of the ball game for the Panthers, and it'll bring up Javi Gonzalez. Had to sacrifice his last time up. We'll see if he's bunting here again. Peterson away from second. Pitch on the way. Takes a strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1 to Gonzalez.
Let's get that runner over to third.
I understand what Coach Herb's probably thinking here with the top of your order up, playing for a big inning. But in this ball game, runs are at a premium. Every run's a big one, and that pitch is high, a ball, 1-1.
The ground ball to the right side will get him over too.
First baseman up in the grass at on the right side of the infield. 1-1. Swings and lines one into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Peterson had to hold up because he was afraid that could be caught, but you're going to have runners on the corners with nobody out now after a single by Javi Gonzalez.
It was just not too much on the swing there and just poked it out past second base. Wasn't sure the center fielder was going to come up and make the catch. Peterson had to hold up at third. Wasn't sure if he was going to have to get back to the base or not. Worked out as a base hit. You have runners at first and third. Now you can try to work something here with nobody out.
Well, you got Whit Joyce up here, and the main thing here is let him swing away. Hopefully he can drive one to the wall somewhere in a gap.
Well, you can steal that runner over to second base, and you'll have two runners in scoring position.
Pitch on the way is high, a ball, 1-0. Gonzalez away from first, Peterson away from third. Joyce waits the 1-0. Oh, caught the zone with a curveball. 1-1. Thought that was a little high, but he got the call. Ready for the 1-1. Joyce waits, right-hander ready. Pitch on the way, curveball, stays high, 2-1.
Wasn't much different than the last pitch.
Aaron Tondry waiting on deck, hoping Whit Joyce can keep this inning moving along here. Ready for the 2-1. Throw over to first, and he got him. Picked him off because he was not expecting a throw over to first base, but you're being held on. Caught him leaning, and Gonzalez picked off a first.
They had something happening there, Jared, because he was probably 15 feet off the base. I don't know if it was some kind of delayed steal or something, but he was not expecting the throw back to first.
Now you got one out and a runner at third. 2-1 on the way to Joyce. Swings and pops it up on the infield. First baseman waiting for it. Makes the catch, and there's two away. And now Aaron Tondry will come to the plate here. Bounce into a fielder's choice his only time in. Drove in their only run. And now I need a two-out hit here to get Peterson home. So a double, a single, you're picked off a first. Joyce pops out to first, and now the coach going to go out and talk to Zuniga Rodriguez here. Yeah, I think that this is, I would put, if I was them, I'd put Aaron Tondry aboard and face Garst. And the coach might have been telling him, too, pitch around him, see if he'll get himself out, and then go after him. But that's the thing. If you can get a couple of strikes called on that outside corner like that, you can get ahead of him. Maybe he'll get himself out. But Tondry here looking for a two-out base hit here. That pitch is in the dirt, and a good stop by McCooley behind the plate to keep that runner at third. Waiting on the 1-0. Here it comes. Swung on, hit high in the air to left. Left fielder going back at the wall. The warning track leaps. It's gone. A two-run blast by Aaron Tondry. They gave him a pitch to hit, and he turned on it, ripped it out of here to left, and the Panthers lead it 3-0. I cannot believe they pitched to him, but Tondry makes it 3-0. What a blast. That ball was hit up in the atmosphere.
Initially, it looked like it was going to stay in the park, Jared, and that wind just carried it over the fence. Anything hit the left field now is going to carry, apparently.
So a two-run homer by Tondry with two outs, and it's 3-0 Medina Valley.
You don't get picked off at first, what happens there,
Yeah. And here's Garst batting Bounced into a fielder's choice to end the first inning, and he fouls the first pitch back, 0-1. There's a swing and a bouncer to short. Shortstop up with it, fires across to first, picked out. Nice backhand dig out of the dirt that time at first base. And the side's been retired. But the Panthers get 2 runs on a 2-run homer by Aaron Tondre with 2 outs. And they leave nobody on base. And so we will go to the bottom of the third. Now 3-0 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball. And we will continue in just a moment.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800. Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back here to Somerset as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Aaron Tondre warms things up here, and he's going to face the 2-3-4 hitters. It'll be Nate Gamez, Nathan Fillon, and J.J. Gonzalez due up. Gamez 1 for 1. He singled to left field his only time in. Left-hand batter takes down low a ball, 1-0.
That pitch was nothing but adrenaline there after coming off that home run.
Yeah, now how about Aaron Tondre? He's your pitcher. He's driven in all 3 runs tonight and given himself a 3-0 lead.
Well, and the big question here, Jared, is that hadn't pitched in so long. How far can he go? How long will he last here? You can't expect him to go too many innings.
No, I think if he can get you through about the 4th or 5th inning, you're doing pretty good. That pitch is outside, 2-0. Thing is, he's thrown 36 pitches here, and he's in the third. Nobody out. He's pitched 2 innings. Here comes the 2-0. There's a shot on the ground into center field for a base hit. Gamez with that inside-out swing again, just managing to find places in the field, and there's a leadoff single.
Yeah, and that's what you didn't want to do. You didn't want to give Southwest any momentum after you've scored a couple of runs.
Well, and here comes Fillon. He had that bunt single his last time up, and you got to be ready for that again here. I know they're down 3-0, but you got to start scratching and clawing, just chip away at the lead, 1 run at a time. Right-hand batter waits. 1 for 1 in the ball game. He's got a runner at first base with nobody out. Squares to bunt, and he hit him. But did he off it? If he didn't pull the bat back, it's a strike. I thought he offered at it.
He did. He squared around. He didn't back out.
No, and I think that's what Coach Herb's wanting to say. If he offered at it, that's a strike, whether it hit you or not. And they're going to ask now.
I guess this is not considered a true playoff game because in the true playoff games you have 3 officials, right?
Yeah.
There's only 2 out there right now.
Well, because it's a play-in game. They're going to say he's safe at first base, so a hit by pitch puts runners at first and second. First free pass issued by Tondre in the ball game. Had to wear that one. It'll bring up J.J. Gonzalez. He struck out looking his only time in. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Runners at first and second, nobody out.
Well, Jared, that was another hit by pitch sponsored by Hazel Russell State Farm Agent in Castroville.
Left-hand batter. Pitch on the way. Squares to bunt, bunts it into the screen, and it's 0-1.
Good pitch by Tundra to come back with a strike after hitting the batter.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand bunting with your cleanup hitter. Squares to bunt, bunts it in the air. Tawdry makes the catch, fires to second. He throws it into center field, but they're not going to be able to move back because the runner was diving. But you get the out at first. You get the batter out on the bunt attempt, and so he pops out to the pitcher, and there's one away. That's your cleanup hitter. Bunt, pop up to the pitcher's mound.
The Southwest is notorious for playing small ball, and they did it the last 2 games against us, and they continue to do it here. And this time it backfired on them. Yeah, your third and fourth batters, you got them bunting. Typically, you don't do that.
Well, and now Gamez is shaken up at second after he dove back into the bag over there.
Well, he dove into Tawdry.
Who's it? Gonzalez. Well, if that throws on line, he's got him dead to rights at second base.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, he just spun and flung it. He's lucky that Gamez dove back in the way he did, because if he'd have been heads up and not been injured, you'd have runners at second and third right now with one out. So Gamez stays in the game, looks to be okay. It's going to bring up Romeo Castillo. He had that single that bounced in front of the plate that went 30 feet in the air earlier. He's 1 for 1 in the ball game, and he'll bat here with runners at first and second, 1 out.
Good time for a double play here. Looks like they're going to let Gamez come out.
Gamez is going to leave the game, it looks like. Into the game comes number 6, Aiden Villa.
Aiden Villa going to go in courtesy run.
Well, you wonder if he's burned. I mean, that's a pinch runner.
Yeah,
so
that's going to be a pinch
either
runner.
Either Gamez is going to leave the game for good, or he's going to get a chance here to kind of catch his breath and get things under control before he has to go back out in the field. There's a curveball that misses high and outside, 1-0. Castillo 1 for 1 in the ball game. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Medina Valley leading 3-0 here in the bottom of the third. Tawdry stares in for his sign. He has it. Now he comes set at the letters. Kicks and delivers. Check swing foul back to the screen. 1-1. Now Castillo digs back in. Pitch on the way. Swings and bounces one to Herb at first. They get the out at first. Back to
got him.
Double play, a 3-6-3 double play as Herb went to second for 1. Back to Herb at first. The rare 3-6-3 double play, and the Panthers turn a double play to end the inning. The side's been retired. The Dragons get no runs on 1 hit, a hit batsman, and they leave 1 on base. And so we will go to the 4th inning, 3-0 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back here to Somerset as we go to the fourth inning. It'll be Jake Herb, Manny Ramirez, Gavin Kanak due up. Herb doubled his last time in. He'll bat here to lead off the inning, and there's a ball high, and it's 1-0. Zuniga Rodriguez stays on to pitch here. 43 pitches up to this point in the ball game. There's a swing and a miss by Herb. Took a big rip, came up empty.
Herb doing a good job on defense the inning before. Jared made the presence of mind to take that ball to second base and start the double play.
1-1 on the way. In there for a strike, 1-2. Jake digs in. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a fastball upstairs. Fourth strikeout of the ball game for Zuniga Rodriguez, and there's 1 out here in the fourth. That first pitch is a ball, 1-0. Ramirez struck out looking his only time in, 0 for 1 in the ball game. There's a swing and a tapper foul up the third base line. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now Ramirez has got to bear down here. Try to put something in play.
Who does the winner of this game play?
Well, we go to District 27, which would be Brackenridge is the number 1 seed over in that
That's
district.
who they'll play then. Ready for the 1-1. Outside. 2 balls and a strike.
Jared Eagle Pass is going to play Edison. McCullum will play Burbank, and Floresville will play Kennedy, and Brackenridge waits the winner of this game.
Ramirez waits. The 2-1 on the way. Downstairs, 3 balls and a strike. Here comes the 3-1. Swings and lines 1 on the ground to short. 1 hop to the shortstop, and another pick out of the dirt by Gamez at first base. He's had a couple of good backhand picks over there, and there's 1 away, or 2 away. That'll bring up Gavin Kanak, who's 0 for 1. He struck out looking his only time in.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. That pitch is down low, 1-0. So 1-0 here to Kanak. Looking to get something going here with 2 away in the 4th inning. Pitch on the way is high, a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Waiting. Zuniga Rodriguez into the windup, and there's a swing and a miss. And a fastball, and it's 2-1. Ball outside, 3-1.
It's 2 outs, right, Jared?
Yes.
They got 1 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, he had a strikeout to Herb, and then Ramirez grounded out to the shortstop. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Probably took a rip at ball 4 that time.
Yeah, if it's that same pitch here, though, he needs to swing again because he'll get rung up. He needs to protect the plate with anything close here. Got caught looking last time.
Ready for a payoff pitch. Into the windup. Here it comes. Down in the dirt, and he walked him.
Good at bat by Kanak.
So a 2-out walk issued to Kanak. That's the second walk of the ball game by Zuniga Rodriguez. And it's going to bring up Dalton Gutierrez, but they're going to have a pinch hitter here.
Dillard.
Connor Dillard, right?
Yep, Connor Dillard is going to come in and pitch hit. He actually may come in and play third. We'll see.
Dillard will stand in here with a runner at first and 2 away. Now the home plate umpire wants to go talk to the field umpire about something here. I don't know what that's about. One other thing, too, Dwayne, is that
I think they're checking on the outs, Jared.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing because the scoreboard says it's 1 out. And he was just confirming with the other umpire that there was 2. There it is.
The other thing, too, Dwayne, is that Aaron Tondry, you don't know how long he's going to go in this game. Gutierrez can pitch. So, Dillard can play third. You might have him out there warming up.
They maybe have him out there warming up. Good point, Jared. Because he is one of the pitchers.
Pitch on the way, and there's a swing and a miss. Took a big rip at a pitch on the inner half and came up empty. Wasn't getting cheated on that swing.
No, he wasn't.
Ready for the 0-1. Here it comes. Curveball, called strike, outside corner.
That's the pitch he's doing so well with that outside curveball that's getting rung up on.
Ready for an 0-2 now. Zuniga Rodriguez checks the runner, comes set at the letters, kicks in, delivers. Called strike 3, outside corner. He's been consistent with that pitch all night. The home plate umpire, and he rings up Connor Dillard. And the side's been retired. The Panthers get no runs on no hits, a walk, and they leave 1 on base. And so we'll go to the bottom of the 4th, 3-0, Medina Valley leading Southwest. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Bolt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Kestrelville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
We're back here in Somerset as Dalton Gutierrez has come in to pitch for Medina Valley. It's a straight switch as Aaron Tondry goes to play third base. Gutierrez, we've seen him pitch this season a lot. He's been good in those mid-relief roles. As Aaron Tondry goes 3 innings, throws 43 pitches on the night, struck out 2, 5 ground ball outs, 2 fly outs. He hit 1 batter, walked nobody. And so it'll be Jathan Razzo to start things off, and he takes low, showed bunt, pulled back in time on the first pitch by Gutierrez. It'll be Razzo, McCooley, and Cano, 6, 7, 8 hitters. Razzo struck out looking his only time in. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game.
I believe that was another fake bunt call because he squared around as if it was a sacrifice.
Dude, he squares around again,
pulls
back, takes a strike, 0-1.
That's what they're doing. They're making him throw a strike.
One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch from Gutierrez, and he bunts it up the third base line. It's going to go foul as Tondre lets it go foul, and it's 1-2.
He actually scored around late, so that was a true, fake late bunt, drag bunt opportunity for him there. Just down the foul side there of the third base line.
So a ball and 2 strikes to Razzo. Gutierrez from the stretch. Comes set. The 1-2 pitch. Popped up left side of the infield. Gonzalez going into the outfield grass. Makes the catch. And there's one away.
It's a lazy pop fly out past the dirt there. Or brown turf, I guess you could say. Easily caught by Gonzalez playing shortstop now.
Gutierrez, one of those pitchers who drops it down, throws from the right side of throws from the more of a sidearm sling. Here's Elijah McCooley, grounded out to third, his only time in. And he takes a strike. Nice breaking ball. He gave up on it, broke back across the plate, and it's 0-1. No balls and a strike here to the catcher. And time asked for.
Gutierrez, that three-quarter arm delivery, and you got a roundhouse breaking pitch, and the guy's up on that white line. I mean, I would keep throwing it.
Yeah, I mean, he crowds the plate. He bounced out to third his last time, and there's a pitch over the left-hand batter's box, and it's 1-1. So a ball and a strike. Nobody on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch from Gutierrez. Just missed, 2-1. Looked like a pitch he'd been calling a strike before.
That's exactly what it looked like.
Two 2-1. Popped up, foul, back out of play, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. McCooley batting, Trey Cano on deck. Nobody on, 1 out. Gutierrez ready. Here's the 2-2. Called strike 3 over the inside corner. He froze him with the breaking ball.
Beautiful pitch.
Gets him looking. First strikeout by Gutierrez in the ball game. Third of a Southwest Dragon batter, and there's 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. They'll bring up Trey Cano. He flew out to right his only time in. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Nobody on. 2 away here. Gutierrez delivers a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Ready for the 0-1. Here it is. Over the outside corner with a breaking ball. Nice pitch, and it's 0-2.
Throw it again.
Ready for the 0-2. Kicks and brings it. Swings and bounces one to short. Gonzalez up with it, fires it across to Herb for the out, and the side has been retired. A 1-2-3 inning, no runs, no hits, nobody left on for the Dragons. And we'll go to the fifth, 3-0 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment. And I think Dwayne's got
Jared, that was the end of the fourth inning. The fourth inning sponsored by the Four-Way Stop Cafe in Dunley. Daily mouthwatering lunch specials and breakfast served every morning. Located at the Four-Way Stop in Dunley, just a short drive from Castroville. Marco and Nancy Velasquez say thank you and go Panthers.
We'll take a quick break and come back. Here we go.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back here to Southwest as we go to the top of the fifth inning. Medina Valley leading at 3-0. And it's going to be Bobby Peterson, Javi Gonzalez, Whit Joyce. You got the top of the order here. Peterson's been on twice and he scored twice.
Panthers need to work for some insurance runs right here.
Zuniga Rodriguez continuing to work. Pitch on the way. Swings and hits one high in the air, foul, out of play, left side. And it's 0-1. We talked before the game how Peterson was the key to this lineup getting going. A walk, a double, he scored 2 out of the 3 runs. When he goes, the rest of this lineup gets moving. And Aaron Tondre's driven in all 3 runs in the ball game. 0-1 pitch. Outside corner, called strike, 0-2. The thing is, Zuniga Rodriguez hasn't pitched bad in the ball game.
No.
A pass ball got the runner to third in the first inning. It was a fielder's choice ground out that scored the run, and then the only bad pitch he threw was the lollipop to Tondre.
That's exactly right. I was just going to say that. He had one bad pitch that he shouldn't have left over the plate.
Here's the 0-2 to Peterson. Outside, 1-2.
Yeah, Zuniga Rodriguez is going to try to paint that outside corner like he's been doing. If he's going to get the call, he's going to keep throwing outside. So the Panther batters have to be prepared for that. They got to be swinging at that pitch.
Ready for the 1-2. Here it comes. Swings and hits one high in the air, left field. Left fielder was playing very deep, long run. Coming in still, and he makes the catch as he crosses into foul territory. Nice play out there in left field by Jonathan Razzo, and there's one away. He was playing at the wall, right by the scoreboard out there. He had a long run.
It was an outside pitch. The only thing that I'd like to have seen Peterson do is take that outside pitch to the right side versus trying to pull it. Didn't get much on it.
That'll bring up Javi Gonzalez, who's 1 for 1. Had a sacrifice and he singled. He takes a strike.
That outside pitch again. Got the call.
The umpire's been consistent there all night.
You got to swing at that pitch now.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Took a little something off of that.
Yeah, that was definitely off speed. But it was straight.
Yeah, he threw a straight change.
Yeah, it looked like a changeup.
When the thing is, he left it in a bad spot because he left it up around the letters, and if Gonzalez times that, that's gone.
He just swung through it.
Ready for the 0-2. Swings and pops one up left center field. Left fielder Razzo moves over to his left, makes the catch, and there's 2 away. So back-to-back flyouts to the left fielder, Razzo, and it brings up the catcher, Whit Joyce, with nobody on here. Joyce in the ballgame's been hit by a pitch, and he's popped out to first. He's 0 for 1 officially.
Yeah, he's due. He hasn't got a hit in the last couple of games. So
yeah, no, he's you know, just one swing, anything to fall in, that'll get you going.
Yep.
Pitch on the way. Outside, ball 1. Next pitch will be number 70 for Zuniga Rodriguez in the ball game. 1-0 on the way. Called strike, 1-1.
He's keeping it outside.
Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss, cut through it, and Joyce was late on that pitch. So a ball and 2 strikes now. Rodriguez into the windup. Here's the 1-2. Outside corner, called strike 3.
He knew he was going to go outside. You got to be ready for that pitch.
6th strikeout of the ball game for Zuniga Rodriguez. And the side's retired, so the top 3 go in order. No runs, no hits, nobody left on for the Panthers in the 5th inning. We'll go to the bottom half. And is there another sponsorship for the 5th inning? I think there is.
Yeah, there is. The 5th inning stretch brought to you by CYA Insurance, locally owned and operated by Rick Moose. Come in for a free quote from Josh or Jackie Herman in our Castroville office located at 806 Old U.S. Highway 90 East in Castroville at the Herman Tax Office, or online at cya-insure.com, or call them at 830-444-0086 for more information.
Yep, and thanks to them, and we'll take another break and come back. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back here to Somerset. Dalton Gutierrez warming it up here. He'll be facing the 9 1-2 hitters. It'll be Brandon Hall, and then up top with Zuniga Rodriguez, and then Nate Gamez. And as the throw goes down by Joyce, and we're ready to go here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, Dragons got to get something going if they want to stay in this ball game because they're running out of outs here real quick.
Yep, as Panthers push 1 across in the first, 2 across in the third on a 2-run homer by Aaron Tondry. And Brandon Hall stands in. He singled his only time in. He's 1 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1.
Good pitch by Gutierrez to start out the inning with a strike. Start working on your confidence. Stay ahead of the batter.
Here comes the 0-1. Kicks and brings it. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pretty good crowd on hand. Southwest brought a lot of people.
They sure did.
Panther side of the stands full too.
As always.
Ready for the 1-1. Down and out, 2 balls and a strike.
There's just no cars parked out in right field, Jared, looking in.
Nope. Two-one pitch. Outside corner, called strike. 2-2.
Been called all night. I don't see what they're upset about.
Yeah, I think it's funny when fans, they cheer when they get the call on their side, but they boo when it's the other way.
The batter walked almost all halfway to the dugout in disbelief.
Ready for the 2-2. Swings and pops it up into center field. Peterson comes in a few steps, moves to his left, makes the catch, and there's one away.
Lazy pop up to center field, no problem for Peterson.
Makes me laugh because if that pitch was the other way around and didn't get the call, they'd be begging for the call.
Yeah.
You're in a lose-lose situation if you're an umpire.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. There's nobody on your side.
No. As this is Zuniga Rodriguez. He's grounded out to third and bounced into a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 2. And he takes a ball inside.
He started off with the curveball. It just didn't break enough to get across the plate.
No, and I think part of that's because Joyce was set up outside and the ball came in.
Yeah, you're right. Couldn't sell it.
Ready for the 1-0. Pitch on the way. That's low. 2-0. They're 2, 3, 4 hitters. They're 2 and 3 hitters tonight. They've been on base all 4 times tonight, so you'd like to get Rodriguez here for 2 outs before you get Gamez to the plate. There's a strike through there, and it's 2-1. There's a swing and a foul back to the screen, and so Dalton Gutierrez battled back to level the count up 2-2.
Fought his way back in there, evened up the count.
Two balls and 2 strikes. Gutierrez stares in. Has his sign from Joyce, and he's ready. Kicks and brings it. Swinging a pop-up, left side. Shortstop in the outfield grass. Gonzalez waiting for it. Makes the catch, and there's 2 away. So 2 down here in the 5th, and that will bring up Nate Gamez. He's 2 for 2 in the ball game. He singled twice. Left-handed batter will dig in here with nobody on and 2 away.
Gutierrez issuing a lot of flyouts here. Let's see if he can do it here again with Gamez.
Panthers squared up the hits with him 4-4, but lead 3-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Left-hand batter waits. First pitch on the way is a breaking ball over the outside corner for a called strike. And it's 0-1 to Gamez. Nice start to the at-bat that time by Gutierrez. Little backdoor breaking ball. Kicks and brings the 0-1.
2.
On the outside corner for another strike, and it's 0-2.
Staying away from the lefty. Good idea. Do it again. Don't give anything over the middle here.
No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 on the way. Swings and lines one into right center for a base hit. So Gamez 3 for 3, singled 3 times in the ball game, and he's aboard with 2 away.
0-2 count. Gutierrez put one right down the pipe. Gamez knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, and I think what he wanted to do was kind of bury it down and in. He didn't get it down there, just left it up over the middle of the plate. That's one thing I've noticed since Gutierrez come in the ball. He's done a good job.
Yes.
Since he's come in, but he hasn't had command of the strike zone. You know, we usually see where Joyce is setting up, and he's missing those spots. He's been effective because his misses haven't been bad, but he is missing where he wants to throw the ball. Fortunately, his mistake right there, just a single.
Yep. Yeah.
This is Nathan Fillon. He's had an infield single on a bunt single, and he's been hit by a pitch. 2 down, squares to bunt, takes a strike, 0-1. I just don't get that. He's your 3 hitter. There's 2 outs. You have a runner at first. Why are you squaring to bunt and giving away a strike? That might be the best pitch to hit in the whole count.
You know they're not bunting because he's not standing up in the box.
Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, you put yourself in a hole.
They've done that twice tonight. I just don't understand that.
They've done that 3 times.
It's bad baseball. Ready for the 0-2. Kicks and brings it. Outside a ball. Went with a slide step that time. Gamez not going anywhere at first.
No, he was looking for that outside spot where the umpire's been calling him, but didn't get the call. It's a little bit too far outside that
well,
time.
then he tried to mess up the timing of the hitter is what that was.
Yep, the slide step.
Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss.
Got
He
him.
struck him out. Second strikeout of the game by Gutierrez.
Good
They
pitch.
get one hit. They get no runs on one hit, and they leave a man at first base. And so we'll go to the 6th inning, 3-0 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. You can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Volt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back here to Somerset as we go to the 6th inning, 3-0 Medina Valley, and it'll bring up Aaron Tondry. Tondry, 1 for 2 in the ball game, had a fielder's choice and a 2-run homer. He's driven in all 3 runs for the Panthers tonight. Also pitched 3 scoreless innings for Medina Valley. He'll bat here leading off in the 6th, and he takes a strike over the outside corner from Zuniga Rodriguez, and it's 0-1. Tondry batting from the right side again. He's a switch hitter. Sometimes he'll change it up and bat from the left. And he swings and hits one on the ground off the end of the bat to second. Up with it, throws to Gamez at first. And there's one away.
One thing I have noticed, Jerry, is the batters now are all the way up on the plate now. I think they've made the adjustment in order to reach that outside pitch. If it's going to be called a strike, they're going to need to reach out and get it.
That'll bring up Tanner Garst. Garst 0 for 2. Bounced into a fielder's choice and grounded out to short. Pitch on the way. Bounces one up the middle, and that's going to be played by the shortstop. Throws, and it pulls him off the bag. That's got to go as an E6 on the throw.
Yep.
Gamez did a great job at first trying to save that and keep his leg on. He was sprawled out Superman style on the turf. Unfortunately, he couldn't come up with it and keep his foot on the bag.
Yep, he caught the ball, but he just wasn't on the bag, pulled him off. He laid out as far as he can go.
That's got to go as an E6. They haven't scored it yet officially.
Good opportunity for the Panthers here now.
That'll bring up Jake Herb with a runner at first and 1 away. Herb's 1 for 2. He's doubled and struck out. Throw over to first. Pushes Garst back. Herb waits. First pitch to him. Popped up high in the air, left side. Third baseman by the dugout, and he reaches back, makes the catch for the out. By the dugout there, nice play by the third baseman. There's 2 away.
It was a nice play. He got all the way up against the dugout, put his hand on the dugout so he knew where he was, positioned himself perfectly to catch the ball up against the fence there.
And that'll bring up Manny Ramirez. Ramirez 0 for 1 or 0 for 2 in the ball game. He struck out and grounded out to the shortstop. Runner at first base with 2 down. Takes High a ball, 1-0. Still waiting for official scores decision on that play with Tanner Garst at first base. Kicks and brings it. There's a swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. It's 1-1. I'm giving him an error. It goes as an E6.
It could have been a better throw.
Well, the thing is, if the throw's in time, he's out.
Yep.
So, or if the throw's on line, he's out. So he pushes him back to the bag. Ramirez waits for the 1-1. Zuniga comes set. Kicks and brings it. Outside, 2-1.
Everyone was holding their breath on that pitch because that's the one he's been calling a strike.
Southwest crowd wanted the call, but they
sure
didn't
did.
like it when it got called against them earlier. Ready for the 2-1. Pitch on the way. Oh, got tied up with a breaking ball in the inner half, and it's 2-2.
Ramirez, another one of those crowding the plate, try to reach that outside pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes here. Now time asked for and granted. As Ramirez digs back in. Right-hander ready. Zuniga Rodriguez kicks and delivers a curve ball that stays high, and the count's full 3-2.
Wow.
He was fooled again there. He's been fooled twice on breaking balls on the inner half. 2 pitches in a row. Fortunate he didn't get rung up that time. Ready for a payoff. Pitch on the way. Swings and rips one foul up the third base line, and we'll do it again at 3-2. Haven't been many full counts in this ball game.
No.
It's only been 3, I think, in the whole game. You had one to Kanak earlier, and Tondre had one early in the ball game, and then after that, there really hasn't been any 3-2 counts. Which is part of the reason this game's been moving along so quickly.
How many pitches does Zuniga Rodriguez have right
82.
now? 82.
As he'll get ready to stare in. I don't think he can get together with McCooley for the signs.
They're waiting for that 5 ball to come in from left field.
Ready for the payoff. Another 3-2. Throws over and pushes Garst back.
Yeah, Garst was running on that last pitch, which you typically do a full count with 2 outs, so they're going to try to hold him close to the base.
Rodriguez ready. Runner goes. Swinging a foul back, and we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good job by Ramirez to stay alive.
Yeah, and recognizing that pitch was outside and reaching out and just to try to get a piece of it. Stay alive.
Well, and this will be his 8th pitch of the at-bat now. Ready for another 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 7th strikeout by Zuniga Rodriguez in the ball game. And the Panthers get no runs on no hits and error mixed in, and they leave a runner at first. And so we'll go to the bottom of the 6th, still 3-0 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back here to Somerset as we go to the bottom of the sixth. It'll be J.J. Gonzalez, Romeo Castillo, Jonathan Razzo due up here in the sixth for Southwest. The 4, 5, 6 hitters for Dalton Gutierrez to have to go through the heart of the order here.
And, Jared, we got the great Maury Stein in the press box with us here today, be calling a game, Friday night at Texas State University with the girls softball team. We're playing for our area championship, taking on Georgetown, Friday, May 6th, 5 p.m. One-game playoff.
5 o'clock start in San Marcos.
One-game playoff game.
Yep.
Good luck to the girls.
Against the defending state champs. First pitch of the inning on the way is a breaking ball through there for a strike. 0-1 to Gonzalez. Gonzalez 0 for 2. He struck out and popped out to the pitcher on a bunt attempt. Your cleanup hitter bunting. Ready for the 0-1. Called strike outside corner.
Good pitch by Gutierrez.
And those are some floaters he's letting come in there.
He
Those
is.
are slow. But he's finding the strike zone, and he's got them off balance.
That may be that changeup he's been throwing.
Ready for the 0-2. Kicks and delivers. Swings and taps one. Comebacker. Good play by Gutierrez to throw to first in time. And there's one away.
That was a great play by Gutierrez, getting some elevation to get that ball in the webbing of his glove and fully outstretched there. Even knocked his cap off, made the play.
When you wonder if that gets over his head, if, Garst or Gonzalez can get to that ball.
Well, it wasn't hit hard either, so I don't know if you have time to get it over to first, even if you do make the play, Jared.
Yeah. That brings up Romeo Castillo. He's 1 for 2. Takes the ball outside. He had an infield single, and then he bounced into a 3-6-3 double play to end the fourth inning, or to end the third inning, rather. Ball outside, just stayed away, 2-0.
And also in softball, Jared, McCullum's still in it. They'll be playing Bernie Champion, and Southwest Legacy still in it. And they'll be playing Dripping Springs. That's a tough district, Georgetown, Bernie Champion, and Dripping Springs.
Yeah. 2-0. Swings and fouls one back to the screen. 2 balls and a strike now on Castillo. Left-hander gets ready to dig back in there. 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Kicks and brings the 2-1. Outside, 3 balls and a strike. You wonder if Gutierrez can get you through the 6th if Gonzalez is going to come on for the last inning. 3-1 on the way. Swings and fouls it back. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, you got to use whatever you got here.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to win this game. Use all 9 players if you have to.
Ready for the 3-2. Gutierrez kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. Foul tip into the catcher's mitt for a strikeout. 3rd strikeout by Gutierrez in the ball game, and there's 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th.
Gutierrez doing his job. Showing a lot of maturity out there on the mound right now in this big game.
Well, and he's pitched 2 2/3 innings right now. Tondre got you through the first 3. Gutierrez trying to get you through the middle half of this ball game. Squares to bunt. Takes a strike, 0-1. That's Jonathan Razzo. He struck out and popped out to the shortstop. He's 0 for 2. They did it again. I mean,
your previous batter just struck out, and then you want to take a pitch?
Ready for the 0-1. Kicks and delivers. 0-2 as he takes a strike. So when you squared a bunt like that and you have no intention of bunting and you take a strike, then you take the next pitch. You're in a hole 0-2, and really you only had one pitch to mess with.
Now you got to
because you had no chance. You weren't going to do anything with the first pitch.
You got to swing at anything close, especially when he's calling the outside pitches.
Here's the 0-2. Bounces one. Past the mound. Second baseman plays it. Throws to first. In time for the out, and the side's retired.
Good play by Garce to come in running on that ball to scoop it up and throw it to first. Get him just in time.
And Dalton Gutierrez gets you through 3. He gets you through the 4th, 5th, and 6th inning. They get no runs on no hits, nobody left on, and we will go to the 7th inning. Panthers lead 3-0. Like to see him get a couple more here. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Welcome back here to Somerset as we go to the 7th inning. Medina Valley leading 3-0 here. And it's going to be Garrett Neighbors to pinch hit. So Neighbors will face Zuniga Rodriguez. First pitch to him is high for a ball, 1-0.
In the 7th inning, Jared, we got 2 9-6 teams playing for a playoff spot right now.
It's the 8, 9, and 1 spots for the Panthers due up here. Neighbors takes high. 2 balls, no strikes. Zuniga Rodriguez looking to go the distance here in this ball game. He really hasn't pitched that bad other than that one lollipop he gave up to Aaron Tondry, and he made him pay for it. That pitch is on the outside corner for a strike, and it's 2-1. He struck out 7 batters in this ball game, 6 ground ball outs, only 4 fly outs. And he's thrown 80. This will be his 88th pitch, and he's swing and a miss by Neighbors, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Neighbors. And Garrett asks for time. Home plate umpire gives it to him. Yes, he'll dig back in. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a fastball away. 8th strikeout of the ball game for Zuniga Rodriguez, and there's 1 down here in the top of the 7th, and it'll bring up Dalton Gutierrez. Gutierrez is 0 for 1. He struck out his only time in. He was hit for his last time up. And he swings and fouls one back to the screen, and it's 0-1. Nobody on, 1 away here in the top of the 7th. Panthers in one of those win or go-home games
Loser
here.
goes home, yeah.
Ahead 3-0. Looking to try to play add-on here in the 7th. Pitch on the way, swung on and lined into right field for a base hit. 5th hit of the ball game for the Panthers.
Good piece of hitting by Gutierrez. That outside pitch, took it the other way, found a spot between first and second, get it out to right field for a base hit. Keep the momentum on your side, especially in this 7th inning. Very important.
That'll bring up Bobby Peterson, who's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Walked, doubled, flown out to left, scored 2 runs in the ball game. He's also stolen a bag. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Trying to pull that pitch in the outside right there.
I was going to say that outside pitch, that's what he did last time, I think. He tried to pull it. Take it the other way like Gutierrez did. Be nice to get an insurance run here in the 7th.
Waiting on the 0-1. Pitch on the way, swung on, popped up, foul, back out of play. And it's 0-2 to Peterson.
Panthers trying to improve on their 15-10 record. This would be a big win.
And it would set up a date with Brackenridge later this week. And there's a swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. Struck him out. That's 9 strikeouts now for Zuniga Rodriguez in the ball game. And it'll bring up Javi Gonzalez. Nobody on, 2 away. Gonzalez 1 for 2. He's had a sacrifice single and flown out to left field. Kicks and brings it. Swing and a miss. 95 pitches for Zuniga Rodriguez in the ball game.
Still throwing well, though.
Yeah. No, he's only thrown 95 pitches here. He threw 6 2/3 innings. That pitch is in there for a strike at the knees, and it's 0-2. Ready for the 0-2 pitch. Gonzalez waiting. Here it comes. Swings and pops it up, foul, back out of play, and we'll do it again at 0-2.
You let strike go right over the plate down the middle, and it forces you to swing at that outside pitch that he's going to follow up with because you have 2 strikes.
Outside and high.
Mm-hmm.
Stares in. JP ready, kicks and delivers. Just taps it foul to stay alive, and we'll do it again at 0-2. I mean, he just flung the bat at that at the last second.
That's all. You just got a piece of it to stay alive.
Ready for the 0-2. Checks on the runner at first. Gutierrez kicks and brings it. Down in the dirt. Ball gets away from the catcher, and Gutierrez will head down to second base with 2 away.
It was a delayed pass ball steal. He didn't know where the ball was. He stayed at first until he finally realized it was up against the wall back here.
Next pitch will be number 100 in the ball game for Zuniga Rodriguez, as he's got a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Javi Gonzalez. But now a base hit can get you a run.
That's the insurance run you need.
Pitch on the way. Takes down low, 2-2.
That was a tough take there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good pitch. That ball just kind of fell off at the last moment. They must have picked the spin up on it early enough to tell. Ready for the 2-2. 2 down, the runner at second. Kicks and delivers. Pops him up on the infield. Shortstop going out in the outfield grass. Still out. Center fielder comes in. That ball carried a long way out there. The center fielder made the catch, though, for the out, and the side's retired. And we will go to the bottom of the 7th, 3-0. Medina Valley leading Southwest. The Panthers need 3 outs to get into the playoffs to take on Brackenridge later this week. We'll be back. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back here to Southwest south to Somerset, as Southwest looking to, they got to get 3 runs here in the bottom half of the 7th as the Panthers look to get 3 outs here and get into the playoffs, take 4th spot in the district. They lead 3-0. It's going to be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up here, and we'll see if we get some pinch hitters also.
Yeah.
But Dalton Gutierrez stays on here to finish out this ball game. Dwayne, he's pitched 3 good innings so far, only thrown 41 pitches.
Yeah, like you said, he's pitched 3 good innings, done a great job on the mound for the Panthers, and let's see if they can finish it out and close it out, hopefully with no drama here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, he's faced 1 over the minimum through 3 innings. He gave up 1 hit to Nate Gamez, who's 3 for 3 in the ball game.
Yeah, he definitely was their hot player of the games at this point.
Elijah McCauley will stand in. He's grounded out to 3rd and struck out. He's 0 for 2. Gutierrez ready to go here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch of the inning is swung on, popped up the chute. Joyce throws the mask, waiting for it, makes the catch.
Wow.
1 pitch, 1 out here in the 7th inning. Nice job by Whit Joyce to find that ball, and there's 1 away.
Great job by Joyce to find that ball. That thing was sky, and he caught it up against the netting. Huge out. It really was. Not to get that batter, keep him from having a second opportunity.
And that brings up Trey Cano. He's flown out to right, grounded out to short. He's 0 for 2. Nobody on, 1 down. That pitch bounces up there, and it's 1-0. Threw him a breaking ball that went about 56 feet. One ball and no strikes. Gutierrez ready. Kicks and delivers. Up and in. 2 balls and a strike.
Coach Garza coming out of the dugout, going to try to settle him down.
Well, the thing is here, it's 2-0. You got 1 out in the 7th. You got their 8 and 9 hitters up here. You got to throw strikes. You got a 3-0 lead. You got to make them earn this if they're going to get back in the ballgame. You can't give them free passes.
Yeah, and you want to tell your pitcher, you don't have to do this by yourself. You don't have to strike them out. You got a whole defense behind you. Throw some strikes. Throw 1 or 2 maybe down the middle. Let your defense help you out.
And your defense has played well in this ballgame.
I think that's all they're doing is try to settle Dalton down and kind of tell him what the situation is. It's not do or die here. Throw some strikes. Let your defense help you.
2 balls, no out, no strikes here to Trey Cano. And we're ready to go. As Gutierrez toes the rubber, works from the first base side. (2-0 on the way. That's in there for a strike. 2-1.
Good time out there to talk to him, settle your pitcher down, come back with a strike. A lot of maturity again by Gutierrez.
Ready for the 2-1. Kicks and delivers. Breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 2-2. Gutierrez set, ready for the 2-2. Here it comes. Bounces one toward third. No, Tondre's not going to be able to play it. That's going to have to go as an infield single. But
and you know, all he did was poke at that ball,
Yeah.
Jerry. He just poked at it with the bat just to try to keep himself alive and ended up staying fair, getting through the run. The Tondre was coming up.
They gave him an error.
Full speed.
They gave Tondre an error for that. He had to cut in front of the shortstop position.
He got just under his glove.
I don't know with the speed. I don't know if he comes up with that. I don't know if he's out, but they give him an error. Still haven't given a decision on the earlier play, but they give an error quickly to that. And so he reaches on an E5. And it brings up Brandon Hall, who's 1 for 2, and he swings and misses at the first pitch, and it's 0-1.
You know, the guy at first ain't going to kill you, but you got to get the number 9 batter out.
Well, yeah, so the tying runs on the on-deck circle, he needs to stay there.
Double play would be nice, but you got to get the number 9 hitter out.
Ready for the 0-1. Kicks and brings it. Strike. No. Called that a ball. All of a sudden, that strike zone squeezed.
Yeah, it did.
That's been a strike all night.
All night long.
Ready for the 1-1. Swings and fouls one back to the screen, and now it's
Good
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good off-speed pitch there. Caught him off balanced. Now you're ahead in the count. Now you can try to throw something off the plate a little bit. Try to force that ground ball.
Ready for the 1-2. As Hall digs in. Front foot's actually partially outside the batter's box.
It is.
Waiting on the 1-2. Here it comes. Swings and bounces one through the right side into right field for a base hit, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate in the form of J.P. Zuniga Rodriguez.
And we got the drama we didn't want, Jared.
Yep.
You know what's at stake here? This baseball team is the only team at Medina Valley this year that has not made the playoffs. All the other teams have made the playoffs. It all comes down to this last bottom half of the 7th inning.
Zuniga Rodriguez is 0 for 3. He's grounded out to third, bounced into a fielder's choice, and popped out to the shortstop.
All the boys and girls teams have made the playoffs so far this year.
And he's got a chance here with one big swing to get himself off the hook.
Yep. Double play still.
Right-hander waits.
Possibility here.
Gutierrez checks the runner at second. Kicks and brings it. Strike called outside corner. 0-1.
You got to play tough here.
Ready for the 0-1. Kicks and delivers. In the dirt. Good job by Joyce to smother it, and it's 1-1. If that's anybody else behind the plate, those runners are probably at second and third. And because of that, it keeps the double play alive.
Yes. You got to force out at any base. 1 out's better than none right now.
Ready for the 1-1.
Ideally, you want a double play.
A ball and a strike. Kicks and brings it. Swings and hits one high in the air to left. Left fielder waiting on it, not carrying. Kanak makes the play out there and left for the out.
That ball was scary, Jared, based on how the others, like how Tondre's ball traveled. It just went. The wind has settled down. I'm looking at the flag now. The wind has settled down. The flags are almost still completely. Half an hour ago, that ball may have been out of here.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing is that it didn't carry. It just died up there this time. When it first left the bat, it kind of looked like the ball Tondre hit.
Now this is it. This is down to the last out.
Now there's 2 down. It'll bring up Nate Gamez, who's 3 for 3. He singled 3 times.
Well, if you're the Dragons, that's who you want at the plate right now. Again, a force out at any base on the infield gets you out, gets you into the playoffs.
He singled to left, to center, and to right center in the ball game. He's shown the ability to go back up the middle and the other way. Runners at first and second, tying run at the plate with 2 down. In a win-or-go-home ball game, Medina Valley clinging to a 3-0 lead. First pitch of the at-bat. Down low, a ball, 1-0.
Wow. Looked like a good pitch.
Well, a pitch that's been called a strike in the ball game. That's the thing. All of a sudden, the strike zone shrinked up. Ready for the 1-0. Pitch on the way. Swings and hits one on the ground to second. Garst up with it, throws to first. That is the ball game. The Panthers win it 3-0 as Gamez grounds out to second to end it. And the Panthers will make it into the playoffs to face Brackenridge on later this week. We don't know if that's going to be a Series 1 game or when and where that's going to be.
But you can almost guarantee it's going to be in San Antonio or
Yep.
at the furthest, having to go to Brackenridge.
Yep.
So, good game. They played well today.
Yeah, absolutely.
They really did. They did what they had to do to win the game. Dragons coming off a 3-game winning streak. Panthers coming off a 2-game losing streak. I did not think they were going to perform as good as they did today. They played solid baseball today.
Yeah, they absolutely did. And we'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back with the final totals. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Volt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back here to Somerset as the Panthers win this playing game 3-0 against Southwest, as the Panthers will face Brackenridge in the playoffs. Final totals look like this. Southwest, no runs on 7 hits. 1 error. They leave 7 on base. The loss goes to J.P. Zuniga Rodriguez. For the Panthers, 3 runs on 5 hits. 1 error committed. They leave 5 on base. Winning pitcher was Aaron Tondry. The save goes to Dalton Gutierrez, who got a 4-inning save, something that's not normal, but managed to get it. Panthers pitched well. Tondry gave him 3 strong innings. Gutierrez gave him 4 strong innings in this ball game.
Well, and the nice thing, Jared, when talking about pitching, is they didn't burn a starting pitcher.
No.
So they have him for the next series. Was it a smart move? It worked out.
Yep.
You can say that it was now. Not putting Tondry on the mound, we questioned it. And the other thing, it kept the playoff streak intact for 2 years in a row. Every sport, boys and girls, has made the playoffs in 2 years in a row.
Yep. And, you know, the thing is here, too, is so Tondry, now, if he's called upon, if he has to go in a game in the playoffs, he's very capable of doing that. Not sure when and where they're going to play Brackenridge yet, and like we talked about earlier, we know it's got to be somewhere in San Antonio or at home.
Well,
either way.
If it's a one-game thing, it'll be a neutral site.
Yeah.
If it's a home-and-home, it'll probably be over at Burbank. I think that's where Brack plays.
Yeah.
Or in Medina Valley, or a combination, over 2 out of 3 series. So we know it's going to be fairly close, and it'll probably start this weekend, I would think.
Friday. Well, yeah, it'll start either Thursday, Friday, or Saturday.
Yeah.
It depends if it's one game or if it's a series and how they decide to do it. A series, I would imagine it would be a home deal, You probably get one game at Medina Valley and 2 there, being that they're the top seed. But I don't know how that
I would
works.
think you're right. Yeah.
But they make it into the playoffs here, a 3-0 win. The player of the game tonight, we got to give to Aaron Tondry. He drove in all 3 runs tonight. He had a 2-run homer, and he pitched you 3 strong innings to start the ball game and set you up to win the ball game.
Yeah, game-winning home run. It was early in the game, but it still won the game for him. A huge blast by Tondry to win the game, and a good outing with him on the mound. Panthers moved to 16-10. I don't know if you consider this a district game or not. If you do, then they moved to 10-5 in district play.
Yeah, and I think you got to consider it that, because if it's not a district game, then nobody gets in the playoffs. So, to me, it's got to be. But we'll keep you posted on when and where, those games will be played. Also, make sure Friday night to tune in to the girls softball. They are playing a 1-game playoff at 5 o'clock in San Marcos against the defending state champion Georgetown. And so, big game for the girls there. And make sure to tune in, listen. Maury Stein will have the call.
And that's an area game. They've already won by district, so that's an area game. They're one round ahead of the baseball team.
Yep. And so your final here tonight, Medina Valley 3, Southwest 0. I'd like to take a chance to thank all the sponsors for making it possible to bring you these games here on the Medina Valley Broadcast Network, because without you guys, these wouldn't be possible.
Yeah,
so
I want to thank the great Maury Stein for sitting with us in today, for helping us out here.
And so for the Medina Valley Broadcast Network and Dwayne Garza, I'm Jared Lucky saying good night, God bless, and we will see you next time when Panther Baseball